This is YouTube Just a WM, walking with Historic Beast 21st Century. So this is the final episode in this series. There'll still be a making of special and behind the scenes. Anyway, I don't think I don't know if I'll do any we'll talk about that. I'll say this at the end. Anyway, let's just get to the video. So first up, we have the Subi warty pig. I'm not sure that I pronounce it right, which lived in the Philippines, and it was a subspecies of the Visunian warty pig, and went extinct due to habitat destruction by 2000. And next up, we have the Pyrenean ibex, which was a subspecies of Iberian ibex. It went extinct due to competition with domestic wild hoof mammals, as well as hunting. Much of its range overlapped with goats, sheep, cattle, and horses, and it would compete, and they would compete and with it and overgraze. And the introduction of non-native ungulates led to competition and disease transmission. Fun fact, even though this wasn't in my research, it was kind of. They managed to clone, even though it went extinct in 2000 or the early 2000s. They managed to clone the animal. They managed to clone it in 2009 by using the DNA by implanting nucleus from the last known individual into domestic goat eggs. And out of 70 or 80 attempts, only 7 only 70 or 80 attempts, only 7 got pregnant, and only 1 baby was born, and the baby only lived for a few minutes before dying of a respiratory problem. I think a lung defect. I'm not 100% sure. Remember. Next up, we have the Baiji, or Chinese river dolphin. The Baiji, is the first species of dolphin driven to extinction by humans. It is still listed as still officially critically endangered, but is probably extinct. It went extinct extinct to 2006 due to overfishing, habitat destruction, because where it lived in this is off script, I know, but I know this is off script. But where it lived, the Yangtze River in China, they built dams, and also pollution is what caused its extinction. Next up, we have the western black rhino. The western black rhino emerged 7 to 8 million years ago during the Miocene. It was believed to have been genetically distinct from other rhino subspecies, and was once widespread in sub-Saharan Africa. They were browsers, and their common diet included leafy plants and shoots. They went extinct due to hunting in 2011. Next up, we have the Pinta island tortoise. By the end of the 19th century, most of the Pinta island tortoise have been wiped out. By mid-20th century, the species was assumed extinct until a male was discovered on Pinta Island. And in 1971, efforts were made to mate this male with known as Lonesome George. Sorry, just ignore that noise. Just ignore any noise you hear in the background. Anyway, as I was saying, efforts were made to mate Lonesome George with other species of Galapagos tortoise, but no viable eggs resulted. Lonesome George died 2012. With his death, the Pinta Island tortoise was extinct. Cause of extinction was overhunting. Next up, we have the Vulgus harlequin, Vulgus harlequin toad. I don't know if this is the right picture of it. And then also, I don't know if this is a picture of it or another, or one of its relatives. I mean, anyway, the Vulgus harlequin toad was is an extinct species of harlequin frog. They were endemic to Venezuela, lived in semi-deciduous humid forest, about 600 meters, or 1968.5 feet above sea level. They went extinct due to habitat loss in 2013. Next up, we have the Yangtze finally, we have the Yangtze giant soft-shell turtle, which it is endemic to Yangtze River. It's officially listed critically endangered, but the Yangtze soft-shell river turtle is the largest river turtle in the freshwater river turtle in the world. The female of the last breeding pair died in 2019, making the species functionally extinct. Cause of extinction was overhunting and habitat destruction. There's one animal I left out. Keep that a surprise. I'll do a deleted scene in a few weeks. Anyway, stay tuned for bonus content, that and more bonus content. I don't know if I'm going to do any specials, like with more species. Sorry, just ignore that noise you hear in the background. It's because this is kind of a depressing series, but I thought it was an important one. Because humans to realize how destructive we are to the environment. To change our ways, start changing our ways. I'll talk about. Anyway, that's a topic for the special features. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure. Also, I forget what I was going to say at the beginning. I want to talk about the end. I'll leave a comment if I remember it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. Bye-bye.